Time now for our spirit battle of the week. And this one has to do with two teams that don't care for one another a whole lot. It's the Centreville Wildcats and the Chantilly Chargers. And the game away from the game is the Purple Platoon in the Wildcat Nation. Now, Bruce, for many years, we talked about Chantilly's school spirit. But I would argue that Centreville's school spirit has rivaled that over the past couple of years. The day that Chris Haddock took over this program, it changed at Centreville. It came back to what it was a long time ago. And it's still there. And the Centreville kids are getting a little tired of hearing all the praise that you have, that I have, that Ben has for the Chantilly students. They're a little sick of it, to be honest with you. And it's homecoming night. I think Centreville is going to send a message to Chantilly that they're the second or third best student section in this area. They're not going to beat Centreville this week. What do you think?
You keep arguing that all you want. And I might agree that Centreville is back to where they were a few years ago. But where they were a few years ago is not where Chantilly is and always has been, which is up here. Chantilly is one of the couple of three student sections that everybody else strives to be. That's where they want to be.
Would you be willing to
They're
call
not
them
there yet.
Would you be willing to call them professionals like you did to another team earlier in the year?
I don't want to get in trouble with that because they're high school. I mean,
are
we're talking 13,
professional
18-year-olds,
fan base
14, 18-year-olds.
Quality?
Yeah, and in the sense of they get it done. In the sense of they know what they're doing.
So you're saying that Centreville is not going to win this week's spirit battle? Not happening.
I believe that's what I just said.
You're going to take Chantilly?
I'm going to take Chantilly.
Ben, now look, Centreville went all the way to the state title game. Their kids last year were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bruce really didn't get a chance to see a whole lot of that. So he's a little bit, hidden with the goggles on. Tell the man what's going to happen on Friday night.
He's fishing for somebody to agree with him.
Well, no, I do agree with him, though. Doesn't need to fish. I agree with him completely. I think Centreville is going to win the spirit battle. I mean, if you're talking about this game in particular, these two student sections going at each other, I mean, what Centreville's done with their boosters, which all this stuff over the past couple of years is pretty amazing. I really like everything from all the different sites they do, all the different social media stuff they do, and I think their student section, and you should know, you did that game against Hayesfield. You saw what the crowd was like in that game.
But they're not Chantilly yet.
Well, I mean, I think they're going to come to this game and they're going to prove you wrong. I honestly think that Centreville is going to win this spirit battle. I think their students are just going to pack the house. And you know how tough it is in that place. In a close game, towards crunch time, that place gets so loud. You can barely hear yourself talk on the broadcast.
Yeah, and the one thing about Chantilly, they do have great school spirit. I mean, everybody loves to follow the Purple Platoon, but I got to tell you, I'm a little concerned about the numbers. At Oakton, they only took up one little sliver of the stands across the way. What are the other Chantilly students doing on Friday nights?
Listen.
There's a couple thousand kids in this school. They should be at the games on Friday nights. I'm going to tell you, they're going to be there for Centreville on Friday night. The Centreville whole student body will be there on Friday night. Will Chantilly's? I don't think so. They don't travel like they used to. Bruce?
I have a couple of quick points. First off, Centreville, I love Centreville. Centreville is one of the programs, and you go back.
Don't sit on the fence here. You pick a side.
I'm picking a side. I already picked a side. You weren't paying attention. I have praised Centreville, and Centreville is one of my programs in the area. I love Centreville. I love what's going on over there. I love all the people there, the scoreboard, everything. Chris Haddock, what he's doing with that program over there is phenomenal in that district. I mean, he is right up at the top when you want to talk about ranking the coaches in this area, which, by the way, we are never going to do. You'll never get me off the fence on that.
That'll never get us in trouble, will it?
No.
Yeah.
But Centreville, from the spirit battle standpoint, they have some catching up to do along with a lot of other programs in the area. I saw a buddy of ours twice over this weekend, on Friday night and on Saturday night. Les DeMott, the PA announcer from Chantilly. He says, watch out.
You think Chantilly's bringing it this week?
Watch out.
So there you go.
Bringing it.
Really, the challenge is for Centreville to make Bruce look silly in his comments. And
that's hard to do.
I think the Wildcat Nation has something to prove this week. They haven't had the big lights shining on them, but they got the big lights here this weekend. Show up, Centreville. And Chantilly, my challenge to you is fill the stands up on the other side. Quit bringing less and less kids to games. It's ridiculous. We're back with more on Game Day All Access right after this.